Hello, my name is Sarkis, and it's an absolute pleasure to have you come and visit our site, The Lending Magnet, and give me the opportunity to explain to you a little bit about who we are and what we do. Very, very exciting indeed. Just a little bit of background as to who I am. I used to be a former employee of Dun & Bradstreet, where we used to manage the credit report for business owners. I used to work with business owners that had as few as one employee all the way up to 500 employees in the high-risk division. So what happened was I left Dun & Bradstreet and I joined a friend of mine, and we partnered up and we became direct lenders. We're not brokers, we're direct lenders, and what we do is we help businesses obtain up to $250,000 in unsecured lines of credit with no personal guarantees. Very exciting. So as I said, we can help business owners get up to $250,000 with no personal guarantees, but also no assets are required as collateral. In addition to that, as if that's not exciting by in of itself, it costs absolutely nothing to apply for the loan. Okay, it's completely free. It's a one-page application. It's actually a pre-application, but we call it an application page. And what happens is in that application page, as you will see, we don't ask for any personal information. Okay, it's just a very simple application page, and then once they fill that out, if we find that there's something in there where we can in fact work with them, we send them an actual application. At that process, it's more lengthy, it then requires more information, but in the initial application we don't ask for any personal information at all. Okay, so what are the types of loans we do? Well, our loans is very simple. It's income based. We don't do credit cards. You know, many secondary lenders, they do credit card type loans and things like that. We don't get into that because the income based loans are the best possible loans, especially when you want to offer the best rates and terms, which, as you know, vary depending on the age of the business, number of employees, and there's so many mitigating factors that are taken into consideration that will affect rates and terms. But rest assured, for secondary lenders, it's very competitive, considering the fact that they're not providing any personal guarantees at all. So, as I said, there's no credit checks done in the pre-approval process. So what does this mean? Well, it doesn't mean we don't ever do credit checks, and I'm going to get into that in the next couple slides. But approvals are really quick. So again, there's no credit checks in the pre-approval form, so there's no risk, which means by applying it, if they get declined, it's not going to show up on their credit reports. Approvals are really quick, and funding occurs in as little as 5 business days after the approval process if they agree to the terms and the rates. And then the way you get paid is 5 days after the loan hits the business owner's bank account. Now, just so you know what our criteria is, we look generally for businesses who've been in business for at least a year, and that's really important. Okay, that's the minimum. But as a CPA or as an accountant, you probably work with many businesses who've been in business longer than a year. It would be best for you to start off, sending those. I mean, you can send every business to us. They may not get the funding today. They may get it next year, or 2 years, 3 years down the road, or whenever they get the funding. We of course will pay you, but the point is, the minimum we require if the business owner is looking for cash flow today is at least a year in business. Also, the business should be generating at least $100,000 a year in gross revenue. Now, also remember, the higher they make, the better the rates and terms are going to be. So if you are working with business owners that are generating $300,000, $350,000, $500,000 a year or more, obviously put them on the top of your list and send them in to us, because they generally fund much quicker and the process is much faster. Now, if you recall 2 slides ago, I was talking to you about FICO scores and about personal credit checks, and this is where we do a credit check, is in the application process. Not because we're going to attach the credit to their personal credit, or rather the loan to their personal credit. But the reason we check is we want to make sure that they don't have any liens, like for instance an IRS lien. If they have an IRS lien, now we can work with IRS liens so long as we know that they have a payment plan with the IRS, for instance. The other thing that is important to note here is that we also check to see if they have any criminal background, or if they have any undischarged bankruptcies or anything like that. It's for validation purposes, to make sure the person applying for the loan is actually a real person, living, breathing human being. And then if you bring us these types of deals, listen, we can get them done all day long. Now let's talk a little bit about how much money you get paid and how you get paid. We pay out 1.5% of the gross amount that is loaned to the business owner. Okay, now we pay out 5 days a week, so it's not like if somebody gets approved you have to wait 2 weeks or 3 weeks to be paid. We pay out 5 days after the money hits the business's bank account. So the other thing you need to keep in mind is, once the business owner is tagged under you, they're under you forever. And so what happens then is, if for whatever reason they come back and apply for a loan, we get them funded, you get paid for that as well. Also keep in mind that if the business owner has or starts another company, and a year or 2 years later comes back and applies for a loan with that company, we can and they get the loan, you get paid 1.5% of that as well. Okay, so what happens is with the application, well, first of all, let me talk to you about what happens when you subscribe with us. So below this video is a link. When you click on this link, you will fill out this form. At the bottom, it's asking for a BTKEX member ID. That code is provided below this video as well, on top of that hop link that you're going to click on. Now, once you click on that link and you take that code, you copy and paste it right into here, and you are good to go. And what happens is, once you press the submit button, you will receive an email. Once you receive an email, there's a link to the backend system where you can track your sales and track the number of applicants, the number of people that applied for a loan. Also, you can track the number of people that are that just went to the site but did not apply for the loan. So there's full tracking available there. So this is what the page is going to look like once you click on the link that we give you and you access it. You're going to be sent into the backend system. But what I want to point out here is the part where it says link generator. Now, in the link generator, you will notice two links that are given to you. One is called TK Affiliates, which is the top one. The other one is TK Go Credit, whatever. There's your username, and I've blacked it out because I don't want to confuse anybody here. But what happens is, this is the hop link that you're going to provide business owners right here, the one that I'm circling with my mouse. Okay, it's really, really important that you do not share this other hop link, because you are not an agent. See, the nice thing about our system is you don't have to go ask for the business owner for a copy of their driver's license, get them to fill out the application, provide us the documentation that we need from the business owner. You don't have to do any of that. All you do is you refer the business owner to us. One thing we want to also stress is that you do not want the business owner to fill out the credit application using your computer, because if they do, it's going to break your cookie. What that means is it's going to spoil the tracking. You are never going to know who applied for a loan, what a loan they applied. You're not going to know anything that's going on. It's going to completely throw off your tracking. So just to protect you, just to make sure, because it can if we don't know, right, we won't be able to pay you. So if you are going to sign up using that computer you're watching this video on, then I strongly advise you not to apply for a loan on behalf of the business owner. Also, you don't want that kind of liability. You're not going to be paid any less or any more if you do. So it's better if you let the business owner apply for the loan using their own computer. So if a client comes to your office and has their own laptop, just get them to fill out the form with their laptop. You can have them fill it out with their smartphones or their iPads as well. However, I want to stress again that you are not an agent. You're just an affiliate, and as such, affiliates cannot sign up other affiliates. Only agents can. Therefore, as an affiliate, if you give somebody this hop link, the top one, and you sign them up as an affiliate, and they send a business owner over to us, and that business owner gets funded, your affiliate is not going to be paid, and neither will you. You will not see a dime, okay? Because this is not a multi-level marketing product at all. We don't do any multi-marketing garbage here. So it is very important to remember that the second this hop link where it says TK Go Credit and then whatever the end is, that's what you're going to want to use, not the top hop link. I just want to stress that out really well to you so that you have a clear understanding. But the payout is really good because you're doing nothing. All you're doing is sending the business owner over to us, and every time they apply for a loan, now or in the future, or both, now and in the future, forever, each time they do, and whatever money they get as a loan, you get paid 1.5% commission. And what this is going to do is it's going to strengthen your relationship with the business owner. It's going to strengthen it's going to help your business as a CPA or an accountant grow, because you can actually help business owners help them out to get them to a point where they can apply for a loan and get a loan. Because with the banking system, you know that it just doesn't work very effectively, and the way to get a loan with banks is much more stringent and much more difficult. Okay, it's a absolute pleasure. Remember, on the website we have a contact us page. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us, and I look forward to working with you.